The Tao Te Ching Chapter 32. In the ancient text the Tao Te Ching by Lao Tzu we can see that each verse is an aspect and expression of a variety of concepts of non-dual philosophy. In this video series we will look at each chapter of the Tao Te Ching sequentially. If you've enjoyed the series so far, don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps the channel. First, let's listen to this verse of the poem, as beautifully translated by Stephen Mitchell, and then be prepared to delve into its deeper meaning. The poem reads: The Tao can't be perceived. Smaller than an electron. It contains uncountable galaxies. If powerful men and women could remain centered in the Tao, all things would be in harmony. The world would become a paradise. All people would be at peace. And the law would be written in their hearts. When you have names and forms, know that they are provisional. When you have institutions, know where their functions should end. Knowing when to stop, you can avoid any danger. All things end in the Tao, as rivers flow into the sea. This verse from Stephen Mitchell's translation of the Tao Te Ching encapsulates several key ideas within Taoist philosophy. The ineffable nature of the Tao. The Tao can't be perceived. The Tao, which can be understood as the ultimate reality or the underlying principle of the universe in Taoist philosophy, is beyond human comprehension. It cannot be directly perceived or fully understood by the human mind. It cannot be fully grasped or articulated through intellectual constructs. From a non-dual perspective, the line suggests that the true essence of existence transcends language and conceptual understanding. The paradox of size and scale. Smaller than an electron, it contains uncountable galaxies. This line illustrates the paradoxical nature of the Tao. Despite being incomprehensible and intangible, smaller than an electron, it encompasses everything in the universe. The comparison to an electron, one of the smallest known particles, emphasizes the infinitesimal nature of the Tao, while the mention of uncountable galaxies highlights its vastness and all-encompassing nature. This point highlights the paradoxical nature of the Tao, which is simultaneously infinitely small and infinitely vast. Non-duality frequently explores paradoxes to illustrate the limitations of dualistic thinking. In non-dual terms, fundamental reality, or consciousness, is emptiness itself and has no size whatsoever. Harmony through Tao-centeredness. This line suggests that if powerful men and women could align themselves with the principles of the Tao and remain in harmony with it, then harmony would prevail throughout the world. It implies that personal alignment with the Tao is essential for fostering harmony on a broader scale. Likewise, if life is seen from a non-dual standpoint, individuals can navigate life's complexities with grace and ease, fostering harmony within themselves and in their interactions with others. Paradise through inner peace. The world would become a paradise. This line envisions a utopian world where peace reigns and the inherent goodness of humanity is expressed freely, without the need for external laws or regulations. There would be no requirement for extensive governmental control of people, because the law would be written in their hearts. The idea of a paradise arising from inner peace aligns with the non-dual understanding that ultimate fulfillment comes from recognizing our inherent wholeness and unity with the universe. Transience of names and forms. When you have names and forms, know that they are provisional. This line advises against becoming too attached to labels, categories, or appearances, emphasizing their transitory and temporary nature. It encourages seeing beyond superficial distinctions and recognizing the underlying unity that exists beyond the diversity of names and forms. Likewise, in non-duality thinking, the concept of Maya or illusion is explored, emphasizing that the world of form is transient and ultimately unreal. Limits of institutional power. When you have institutions, know where their functions should end. Institutions, while serving practical purposes, should not overextend their authority or influence. This line cautions against the abuse of power and encourages discerning the appropriate limits of institutions, to prevent them from becoming oppressive, dysfunctional, or even corrupt. From a non-dual perspective, institutional power is viewed as a manifestation of leaders' attempts to assert control and maintain separateness. Looking at society from an ego-based viewpoint rather than from the notion that all is ultimately one. Wisdom in moderation. This line, knowing when to stop, you can avoid any danger, stresses the importance of moderation and restraint. By recognizing when to cease actions or pursuits, individuals can prevent potential harm or adverse consequences, promoting stability and equilibrium in their lives. Non-dual philosophy advocates for balance and equanimity in all aspects of life. Knowing when to stop and practice moderation reflects the non-dual understanding that extremes and attachments lead to suffering, while balance and moderation lead to inner peace and clarity. The Tao is the source. All things end in the Tao as rivers flow into the sea. This beautiful concluding line reaffirms the idea of the Tao as the ultimate source and destination of all things. It emphasizes the cyclical nature of existence, where all things flow back into the source from which they emerged. Non-dual philosophy also teaches that the ultimate reality is unchanging and eternal, and all things arise from and return to this source. Summary. Verse 32 of the Tao Te Ching encapsulates profound insights into the nature of the Tao and its implications for human life. It highlights the ineffable and paradoxical nature of the Tao, emphasizing its simultaneous infinitesimal smallness and infinite vastness. The verse suggests that aligning with the Tao leads to harmony and inner peace, envisioning a world where individuals live in accord with the natural order, transcending the limitations of names, forms, and institutional power. It emphasizes the importance of moderation, restraint, and a return to the source, ultimately pointing towards a state of unity and wholeness, where all things find their fulfillment in the Tao. The takeaway message. If you take one message from this verse, it is this. By embracing the Tao's principles, individuals can transcend ego-driven desires, leading to inner peace, societal balance, and a return to the natural order. This message emphasizes the transformative power of aligning with the Tao, which enables us to transcend the distractions and conflicts of the ego, leading to a state of inner tranquility. From this state of inner peace, we naturally radiate harmony, influencing our interactions with others, and fostering a harmonious society rooted in balance and moderation. Ultimately, aligning with the Tao allows us to return to a state of unity with the natural flow of existence, leading to heightened joy, and a deeper appreciation of life's amazing experiences. Thanks for watching.